Welcome back, everybody, to the Madden 26 franchise. And as you can see, we have chosen the Carolina Panthers to move on. No longer with the Chicago Bears. We won 3 straight Super Bowls, been to 4 actually in a row. And it's time to move on. Now, we're going to continue on in this franchise mode. I think instead of completely restarting, we're just going to continue on. And I think that's a kind of a cool thing. We'll see some of the players that we know from drafts. Maybe see the Chicago Bears team in the playoffs face against the team we've built. I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do as well. But we're going to choose the Carolina Panthers. They had the worst record this year in the NFL at 4-13. So we go with them. We'll get into retirements. I do have to say, as TJ Watt has retired, and we're going to see big names retiring here, obviously. And yeah, this will be going into, year number 6. So Chris Jones is gone. But this franchise is also going to move a lot faster than the Bears franchise, where we did 2 games per episode, as Danielle Hunter, Njoku, and Saquon Barkley have retired. What a year to retire. I mean, the greatest season in running back NFL history. Yeah, that's perfect. You get another Super Bowl title, so add 2 to the list. Yeah, Saquon Barkley would definitely be a Hall of Famer. But yes, we're going to move a lot quicker for sure. We're probably going to sim some games, try to get through seasons quicker than possible. Obviously, like I said, we'll see how long this franchise lasts. I'd love to get at least 2 seasons with this Panthers team, but you do have MLB The Show looming, so that's coming up very shortly. So if we can get a couple years in this Panthers franchise, that'd be great. Now, as for re-signing guys, you see there's absolutely no interest in a lot of the negotiation status. It's just we can't even negotiate with them. Obviously, we're putting a little bit of a different place because we're a new coach here. We do have Declan Doyle as the head coach now of the Carolina Panthers. Obviously, who was with the Bears system, now a Ravens offensive coordinator. So I think it kind of just made sense. But looking at these salaries, I mean, Derek Brown's he's at about $38 million. Nick Bonito about $32 million. Now, Brown, I'm fine keeping. I know he's 32, but a 95 overall, where Bonito, I think, could be a trade target for sure. This team definitely needs a lot of work. They had one good year. It was 2 years ago where they ended up going to the playoffs, but they lost right away, and that is literally it. This team has done nothing the entire franchise. They've been, and also this division it's not hard to win. I mean, Tampa Bay was a under 500 record last year, wins this, division. So it just shows you how poor they are. Ty Cole, they drafted 3 years ago in a replacement for Bryce Young. And he's been okay. I mean, solid numbers. He's just not going to light the world on fire, honestly. And I'm going to be looking in another direction for quarterback. Now, if we don't find anything, maybe we draft one. Ty Cole will be the guy for this year, and next year do something else. But I'm going to take a look to see if there's anything there. Leon McGriff, he actually was traded to the Panthers last year. He's an 87 overall, looks good. Juan Rich, not bad, in an 82 overall. I think he's a star dev. This running back group is ridiculous. I mean, I feel like around the NFL, the running backs are very, very good. Even Rudy Walton, I think, is a star dev. So Leon McGriff, though, is the number 1 guy, so I don't think we really need to look at running back. As for receiver, Wan'Dale Robinson's jumped up to an 87 overall. Your number 1 guy, but Tedero McMillan, he is probably your number 1 guy, no doubt about it. Darren Yarborough, he's an 86. Reyes is 73. So we could look at receiver. Maybe Robinson could be a trade target. He's getting around to 30 years old. Maybe we can think about it. Ben Elias, one of the most athletic tight ends, 87 overall, 90 speed. But look at Nicholas Andrews. He is an X factor. So your number 2 tight end is an X factor, but granted, if you look over there, I mean, Elias has 95 catching, Andrews has 70 catching. So a little bit different there. So I don't think we really have to look at tight end. Offensive line, I'm thinking center. Guard look like we're good, and we definitely need a right tackle. So center and right tackle for sure. Trayvon Walker came over in free agency, 85 overall, looks good. Juan Ortiz, a solid backup. Yeah, Nick Bonito, definitely going to be a trade target because we do have the number 1 overall pick. And I think there's an edge that we could definitely take with that pick. Defensive tackle, there's Gervon Dexter. We know all about him, obviously, former Bears guy. So I think defensive tackle, we're solid. We could look at linebacker, but Bernard's not bad. 31, still got some speed, got really good awareness, play rec. And then Dorian Williams is up to an 82 overall, solid speed. Corner we definitely need. We only have 3 on the roster. J.C. Horn, 87 overall. He's getting up there, obviously in age, but still top dog there. Trayvon Merrick, solid in the back half. Kyle Howard, now going into his 3rd year, 86 overall. So, I mean, we're solid there. So we're going to make our first trade. Nick Benito to the Raiders. We're going to offer up, get a 3rd-round pick out of this. It's not easy making trades here in the offseason, I tell you what, because so many teams just don't know how to handle cap. You can only trade for like 6 teams. It's crazy. And we're going to send Wan'Dale Robinson to the Broncos. For Carnegie, a right tackle, he's a star dev and a 4th-round pick, so that would pretty much solve our right tackle situation. And we add another pick, find Wan'Dale Robinson, he's gone. We'll just add a receiver in free agency probably or through the draft. Speaking of free agency, let's take a look at it. Penei Sewell, he is number 1 on the board. Now, if everybody knows, if you haven't been around for an offseason or this is new, I try to go off the interest bar unless it's a must need. If they have no interest, I just don't feel like it's right to really go for them. Because in reality, if you don't have interest in going there, I mean, unless you're overpaying by quite a bit, you're just not going to go to that team. So I kind of stick to that. I mean, I do not want Jair Alexander, but there's some good players on this list. But taking a look at quarterback, Cam Ward is a free agent. Will Hood, a free agent, who had his first season with the Giants not too bad, but then Jackson Dart just came back and just took over the job. But Cam Ward, I feel like Tennessee just gave up on him. Now, granted, Tennessee wasn't going anywhere, but they bring in Jalen Hurts last year. But Cam Ward, I mean, not bad. I mean, really good second year, 28 touchdowns, 6 picks, and even before that, 19-2. That's solid. He was just injured that year. I feel like Tennessee gave up. Will Hood is another definitely option. He was a 1st-round pick. I was really surprised they took the pick. He played that first season, but Jackson Dart was hurt most of the year. And then when Dart comes back, Dart just takes over. So he hasn't played in 3 years. So that is, do you want to sign a guy to a big contract, even though he is only in his 4th year, very young, at 26. I mean, you got Shuck down there. You got Jared Goff. But honestly, Shedeur Sanders, Will Howard, Spencer Rattler. So there's some young quarterbacks. None of them are going to be the guy. I think Cam Ward. We're going to try to sign Cam Ward and give him a shot. Now, I just said the interest bar is not there at all for Cam Ward, but we're going to overpay for him, and it makes sense because you're going to be our starter. So that's where we can just guarantee him pretty much, hey, you're going to be the starter of this team. Now, Arizona is open because Jared Goff left. So we're going to have to up this contract even more to battle with Arizona because they are looking for a quarterback as well. And the thing is, if we don't get this deal done with Cam Ward, there is a chance that Will Hood goes somewhere else. And we might have to just stick with Ty Colt. But we do have the lead over Arizona at the moment. All right, well, let's take a look at cornerback. You have Riley Moss. He definitely has some interest. Got some decent speed. We can just give him pretty much a 1-year deal. He can kind of be your nickel back, and then we could probably add another corner through the draft. Malik Mustafa, I think that'll work out for you. Give us some depth at free safety, which we definitely need behind Trayvon Merrick. So let's offer him a 2-year deal, and hopefully we can bring him aboard. We need a kicker, so we're going to go to Brandon Aubrey. I saw Devontae Benjamin up there. They obviously the kicker from the Bears. He just wanted insane money. I think he wanted like $14 million a year. It was nuts. So I was just forget about that. And the other person we added was a long snapper. We need one of those. So hopefully he'll sign. But this is the 5 we got for the first eval period. Let's take a look. Hopefully Cam Ward signs. And he does not, but he's still on our board. So he didn't sign anywhere else. Aubrey doesn't sign as well. But Riley Moss, Malik Mustafa, and then Hatton, the long snapper, will sign. So there's 3 guys. We don't really have to change the deals on anybody else with, I think, Aubrey and Ward. Now, Aubrey obviously doesn't have an interest, but come on, man. You're a kicker. What's it really matter? You're going to get the job. So Cam Ward is signed. Where has he signed? And he signed with us. So Cam Ward is going to be the new quarterback of the Carolina Panthers. And yes, I think we're going to give him the number 1. I understand Cam Newton, but we're going to say Cam Newton, like kind of, even though it's not an official retired number for Carolina, we'll say Cam Newton gave him the go-ahead, and Cam Newton's like, hey, go ahead, take number 1. So we'll do that. Now, Brandon Aubrey does not sign in the eval period, but we do sim the week, and then Brandon Aubrey did sign after we simmed the week. So all 5 we looked at here so far have signed. That is good to go. We still have some cap left. So we're going to look at Kenneth Murray. That'll just help out depth-wise at linebacker. Add another veteran to the squad just in case injuries happen. You can bring him in just on a 1-year deal. And then DK Metcalf. Now, obviously, 32 years old, getting up there in age. He has absolutely no interest from any other team in the NFL. He would fit in. Just add another receiver for Cam Ward. We'll offer him a 1-year deal. Like I said, he has no offers from anybody else. I was thinking possibly about A.J. Brown as well, who doesn't have any other offers, but we're going to roll with DK Metcalf. You know, anyway, has no interest in our team, but man, where else are you going? You're not signing with anybody else. Give it a shot. Throw in there. Get in there with Yarborough and Tedero McMillan, and he does sign. So Metcalf signs. Like I said, not the same DK you're used to. This is now 6 years going into a franchise, so 6 years later, and Murray's going to sign. So I think with that, we can pretty much finish up free agency. We get our quarterbacks. We don't have to worry about a number 1 overall pick going at quarterback. We got our pick at quarterback. We add some depth. I think that was a solid free agent period. So let's take a look at the recap of free agency. Penei Sewell's going to the Browns. Browns are an interesting team. They just get off to great starts and then complete collapse. Tyler Warren is going to the Titans. Yeah, Tyler Warren and George Kittle had a lot of interest in us, but we already are solid at tight end. I would have loved to bring in Tyler Warren, but we already are good at that position. I want to see, did Will Hood go to Arizona? Is that where he went to? Roman Fowler going to the Raiders, so he stays in that division. You can see always the same teams that sign. Buda Baker going to the Raiders. One thing they definitely, I'm hoping, please improve going into next year's Kayvon Thibodeau goes back to the Giants. Please improve the way, and there's Will Hood goes to the Cardinals. The CPU really works out cap, re-signing guys during the season. I think that's the whole thing. I think they got to get rid of re-signing during the season. It can happen, obviously, but I think if you're going to do re-signing during the season, as Jared Goff, quarterback now with the Seahawks, we'll see if they still go with Sam Darnold. But it's got to be limited. I think they just re-sign everybody and they get into cap problems. I don't know. I just think they need to improve. But you can see our draft picks. We got a bunch of them. So we definitely can add a lot of talent to this team. And there's a possibility we could win this division year 1. I mean, Tampa Bay, they won 7 games last year and won the division. So it's not like it's a strong division. But with the number 1 overall pick as we start this draft, you can see Zach Knighton, right edge. We have him fully scouted. He's a top 5 talent. B block shed, B finesse moves, A power moves, A tackle, 6'4", 268 out of Alabama. So he looks like the guy. Pro day, he ran a 4.69, so he's pretty much running a 4.7. Very good shuttle time. Great change of direction, great acceleration. He has great agility. I mean, overall, it just looks absolutely fantastic. Yeah. I mean, also, we know that his talent's top 5, so he's going to be a top-tier talent. So I think we go with Zach Knighton for the number 1 overall pick. Obviously, the trade is Nick Bonito. Works out perfectly. We add him with Trayvon Walker, who was a number 1 pick. So there you go. Knighton is our first pick here with the Panthers. It's an A- pick. He was number 5 in true talent, but we got him at number 1. He's definitely going to be a hidden dev. Yep, hidden dev, 86 strength, 82 speed, 85 acceleration, and obviously we'll look at every attribute as we get outside the draft. So we're just going to sim, I think, through the first 10 picks, see where everything goes. As Minnesota's going to take it at just another team that just needs something. They've been horrible in this franchise. Pittsburgh's going to take Nick Gutierrez. They need a quarterback. They get one. Maybe that's the turnaround for Pittsburgh. Detroit, do you go quarterback here? No, they're going to stick with their quarterback. They go defensive tackle, Jaden Hawkinson. Chargers, going to go corner. Another team that's, we beat twice in the Super Bowl, right? But this year, that was just absolutely terrible. Jeff Stovall, edge, going to the Raiders. All right, Atlanta. So we'll see two teams in our division taking guys. And they take a quarterback. J.D. Truesdell out of LSU. So that is interesting because Penix is still there. So I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. All right, Saints are on the clock. They don't need a quarterback. And they take a corner. Yeah, quarterback they're solid at. So that's the Saints, I think, are actually the most interesting team going into this year because now you have a 2-year guy at quarterback who, has a lot of talent. Does that Saints team take off this year? That's going to be the real question. And our Bears team took a right edge at number 32. I'd like to see. Now, no Saquon Barkley there. It's going to be interesting to see how the Bears play out. But we need a center badly. Eric Morales looks fantastic. The injury, I'm not looking at F, but everything else is looking very good, except run block finesse. But he looks really good. We know he's around one talent. There's projected around 3 to 4, but we know he's around one talent. 6'5", 311. He is a big center, actually. A-plus pick, ranked 22 in true talent. We get him at 33, and he is a hidden dev. 88 strength, 80 acceleration for that size. So that is a fantastic pick, and he will be the starting center this year. We continue to look at corner. Marcel Bryant, 6'2", 203 out of Texas A&M. He ran pretty much a 4.44, best in the shuttle, A zone coverage. He's got C play rec, A awareness, B catching. Will have to work, obviously, on press and man coverage. But with his size, speed, what he can do in zone coverage, I think this is an easy pick here in this third round. And he is at A+. He was ranked 16th in true talent. So our cornerback spot looking good. Hidden dev, 93 speed, 90 change of direction, 91 agility, 92 acceleration. But yeah, that 6'2 corner, that speed, fantastic. So I think we'll add with defensive tackle as well. We need a third defensive tackle. We're going to look at Mateo Romero. Man, that is a tough name to say back to back. But A play rec, A finesse moves. He has got really good athleticism. 6'2", 298, more of a pass rusher out of West Virginia. So Romero, I think, will be the selection here. We don't really have anything on him here. I'm just going based off grades at the moment. And it's a B- pick, ranked 78 in true talent. We got him at 70. Is he going to be a hidden dev? He is hidden dev, 90 strength, 80 acceleration, 74 speed. We'll take a look at his finesse moves we get on further. So we continue on. Right now, I'm at the point where it's like I don't really know a whole lot about these guys. Going off kind of pro day. Now, he was the number 1 in the combine at corner with speed. Jalen Allen, and I think we're just looking for depth right now. So continue to work on the corner position because obviously we have some aging corners, and he's 6'3". A lot of size. Now he's ranked 127 true talent. We got him at 97, so that's not the greatest pick, but he would be more than likely maybe a quarters or a dime. I mean, barely, but he has a 93 speed at 6'3". He's 22 years old. 95 acceleration, great change of direction. So that is really good to see. Now, as for another edge player looking for more pass rusher guys, Earl Fitzpatrick. Now, I don't like his block shitting at F and his injuries at F, but I don't know really where to go here. We're just taking a gamble with some of these guys. It is on our top fits, 6'5", 267. And yeah, not the greatest pick. C-, ranked true talent at 169. He's a normal dev. So right now with that, I'm at the point where you get into our 6th and 7th round picks. I'm fine trading them. I don't need them anymore. So we're going to trade that to Pittsburgh for some picks next year. And then our final 7th round pick will go to Washington for a 6th round pick next year. So that with that, that would pretty much conclude our draft. Draft is over. And let's take a look at the full ratings of our picks. Zach Knighton, 79 overall, the number 1 pick here in the draft. Let's see what we got here. Obviously, numbers, Equipment, I always change that off screen. But 83 power moves, 82 speed, 85 acceleration, 86 strength. So yeah, 73 finesse moves will have to help out. 83 tackle, 82 agility. He has 77 awareness. So I think he's just going to go up and up. I mean, I'm hoping he's an X Factor, obviously, with the number 1 overall pick. If he's an X Factor with Trayvon Walker, man, that is a big-time duo. Eric Morales, he looked fantastic. 77 overall, 88 strength, 82 run block, 77 pass block. He's got 86 impact block with 83 lead block. We just have to work on that run block finesse and really the pass. But I mean, just the finesse in general. But man, he looks like a fantastic center. That is always great to see. Marcel Bryant, another guy we hit on here. 77 overall, 67 man coverage we'll have to work on, but 82 zone coverage. Says that 92 acceleration, 73 play rec. So with the size and the speed, you put him in some zone coverage, he can definitely do some damage out there. Mateo Romero, he's only 21 as well, so he can develop. Hindev, we'll see what his finesse moves are going to be. It's going to be 90 strength, 72 block shed, but he has 80 finesse moves. And right now, he's sitting probably number 4 in the depth chart. But we'll have to get him in there. That is, I think, another solid pick. We take Jalen Allen in the 4th round. Just that size, speed, ability. He's just continued to upgrade his man and zone coverage. And this guy could be an absolute beast in a couple years. So that's kind of what we're looking for. We're just looking to really develop him because he already has that athletic and size. I think he could be very, very good. And Earl Fitzpatrick, kind of a reach on this pick, but you're just looking for more depth. That's really what you're looking for. He does have 71 finesse moves, 84 acceleration. When you get those later round picks, sometimes it is hit or miss. But overall, solid draft. I think very good. We've added a lot of talent. I want to see who the best overall player was. Ryan Henry went number 2. He is an 80 overall edge. But look at Marquise Harris. Strong safety. He is an 85 overall. He is the number 1 guy rated-wise here in the draft. Look at Tyramani George going to the Saints, the pick we saw. He is an 80 overall corner, 95 speed. Saints just continue to add talent. How about the fastest guy? That's a big thing, too. Just trying to see if any, Potts, that's a very solid pick in the 3rd round at guard. That's really good. Anthony Bigham, solid pick for the Bengals, who just added another receiver in the 2nd round. I don't know about that. But Logan Blond, 99 speed. You got Keenan Rucker for the Giants, 99 speed. A lot of receivers. But look at George, 95 speed. Top speed, corner-wise. And then Barkley, same thing with a number 5 overall pick. He's a 95 speed corner, 79 overall. D'Angelo Carney for the Bears, 94 speed. They take him in the 5th round. No more Saquon Barkley there. So after the draft, we're going to look at some free agency. Add another receiver. Donnie Mitchell is sitting there. Looking at the free agent list for the wide receivers was insane. Just the names since they've dropped so much. But Rashawn Hawkins, he's a 77 overall. Only his 2-year guy. 84 power moves. This dude is just sitting here in free agency. 87 strength. What did this guy do? Did he get was he arrested for something? I don't understand. That guy looks insane. Manny Menacall, fullback. He is a superstar dev rookie. We do need a fullback on the roster, and I am still at that point where I love fullbacks. I'm going to run the ball a lot, so there you go. I think all in all, solid offseason. Just continue to add talent, but I think we finally found the quarterback that we need here in Carolina, and we're going to sim right through the preseason. But let's see what our schedule is going to be. We got Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Dallas. We got the Commanders in week 4, Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, Atlanta, and New Orleans. Look at that 3-game stretch with the Ravens in the division. That's crazy. But like I said, we're not going to play every game. We're going to play the first game coming up here against the Browns. But other than that, we're going to get through these, probably sim through a few games, get to really maybe key division games, key NFC games, and maybe a game here or there against an opponent we might not see. But I definitely want to start off the season taking on the Cleveland Browns, and hopefully we can get off to a fantastic start, get off to a good start, get to 1-0, get some confidence rolling against this Cleveland Browns team Here we are, man. Season number 6. Ready to get another one going, but this time it is the Carolina Panthers. We'll see. We'll have to take a look at the Bears throughout the season just to see how they do. But here in Carolina, I think to me this is also an easy pick because they just haven't been much. But the uniforms, man. The uniforms of Carolina, and to me, which makes a big deal, it really does, is playing in a damn outdoor stadium. Can we stop with the domes and indoors? I just can't take it. Football needs to be played outdoors. That's just how it is. So, here we go. Season 6 underway in this Madden 26 franchise. Now with a different team. It's Hetero McMillan with the grab. And a first down to the 47-yard line. Question is, what does this Browns team have? Obviously, Myles Garrett still fantastic. But, you know, you're getting up there in age. Yeah, the last 2 years, you thought you had it. Bernie Boone, a great quarterback, but they just collapsed. I think 2 years in a row, they've started 7-2, and they just lose out. So, Cleveland, they're used to fast starts, but maybe they just have to kind of figure it out throughout the entire season. A good first drive here for this offense. Ward's going to roll out, dumps it underneath to Elias, and that's a catch down to the 4-yard line. He might be the most athletic tight end in football, but nobody's out there on McMillan. We're just going to lob it out there. Complete breakdown of the Cleveland defense. And we go right down the field. And we score a touchdown to start off this season and give us a 7-0 lead. How do you forget to cover him out there? All right, Bernie Boone. He is now in year number 3. That's crazy to think. I remember he gets drafted, really turned things around for Cleveland, but it's crazy to think he's in year number 3. No Quinshon Judkins. He is out. So that's a big injury because he is a fantastic running back. We don't have to worry about him. 3rd and 6. Boone back to throw. Steps up. Tries to find his receiver. That's going to fall incomplete. Really good coverage there. Atkins can't bring it down. So this will set up about a 56-yard field goal attempt. Wind doesn't look too crazy. Oh, this is going to be missed. Wow, you do not see that too often. Kick is up. It is no good. So that gives us fantastic field position here. Play action. Cam Walker looking down the field, but look out. Darren White, who was one of their top picks last year, has the sack. And that drops us back to a 3rd and 20. Look out. That's White again. White gets in there first. Myles Garrett cleans it up, and that Cleveland defense is getting at us right there, and we have to punt the ball. We head into the second corner. This Cleveland offense trying to get something going here. Boone, that's going to be a nice grab. Nice broken tackle. First down grab. Cleveland trying to get it going here. Going to set up a screen, but we're all over it. Nice job by Cruz out there. Great job getting off the block. And sets up a 3rd down and 12 for this Cleveland offense. I want to see how this pass rush is this year. Boone steps up underneath, and yeah, you can tell so far early in this game, he's a little bit uncomfortable in the pocket. He moves around a lot, and I think right now our pass rush is giving him some fits. That is great to see. Back on the offense, and that's a nice one there to Yarborough with the grab up to the 49 on 1st down. I think this receiving core could be fantastic. You know, Elias, like I said, the really athletic tight end, could be very good. And I'd love to see what this guy can do. Leon McGriff has a lot of ability. Can this guy be one of the top backs in the NFL? We're used to it. We're going to bring this here to Carolina as we go up for a one-on-one with DK. But that isn't going to be a pass interference call actually on him. Offensive pass interference. So that'll knock us back to a 2nd and 20. Minute 30 left here in this first half. We going in it. There is Elias. I'm telling you, he's a complete mismatch. With that 90 speed, 93 acceleration as a tight end, good luck trying to cover this guy. So down to the 10 we go. We set up a really dangerous screen, but McGriff breaks off the tackle from Schlesinger, and he is in for the touchdown. It was supposed to be a quick screen to the outside, and Schlesinger almost blew it up. But McGriff breaks off the tackle, in for the touchdown, and a 14-0 lead. So 1:08 left here in this first half here for Cleveland. Bernie Boone trying to get them going. You can see in the pocket, he is just a little skittish. The choppy feet. Does get that pass out. That is caught. The clock is running here. They still have 3 timeouts. 55 and running here in this first half. Brings some heat. And he's going to run out of time! Derek Brown. That's why you keep this guy. Dude's like a 96 overall. Absolute monster out there. Just destroys the guard. Gets through. Sack. And Cleveland has to punt. So we do have some time left. And we got Brandon Aubrey. So Aubrey's got a leg, you know. Let this run a little bit because we only have 1 timeout left. We still probably need another 10 yards for field goal range, I would say. We're looking. Got it to the outside. Yarborough with the grab. Gets out of bounds. That's key because we can save that timeout. And I think that would put us in field goal range right now. It'd be about a 60-yarder. Now we're good. Elias with the grab. Burns Schlesinger in coverage. He's down to the 22-yard line, and we still have that timeout left. 8 seconds, though. You got to get rid of the ball quick. Cleveland brings the heat. We're going to roll out. You know what? Just throw it away. Don't even attempt it. We'll throw it away, and we'll bring out Aubrey here for about a 39-yard field goal, and it's up, and it's good. So we go into halftime with a 17-0 lead. I really like what I'm seeing from the offense, but even better the defense. Defense looking solid. We are wreaking havoc with Bernie Boone. He is uncomfortable in the pocket. No Quinshon Judkins, so you don't really have that run game going. So far, so good here in this first half of game number 1. Let's go around the league. Rematch here of the AFC Championship game. Kansas City looking for a little bit of revenge, and maybe they got it. Pat Mahomes trying to get back to that Super Bowl. They win 38-30 here in week 1. And, I mean, you gave him Tony Gonzalez's number off. I'd have to change that, obviously. But, hey, with plays like that, the number could be yours, I guess. All right, rematch of the NFC Championship game, a game we played. It's weird seeing this Bears logo up. It is very strange. But Caleb Williams is going to roll out. He's going to find his receiver, who is actually James Cook. James Cook, the new running back. How do you not use Kendall Derby? Cook, they signed him in free agency. He was hanging around. He's a new running back, but the Bears get the victory 28-25 as you got Green Bay, LA. This could be a really good matchup here in the NFC. As Genty, big run, hurdles over the top, in for the touchdown, and the Packers get their first victory 27-20. Saints beat the Eagles 23-17. Atlanta lost to Dallas. So we're already having to look at different division teams. So, yeah, you're used to seeing the Packers. You're like, oh, man, Packers start 1-0. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're not in that division anymore. So there you go. Let's start off this second half. Cleveland trying to get something rolling. That's a really nice catch. Really good job by Atkins breaking some tackles and puts Cleveland up to the 42. I think the key to this right now is this run game in Cleveland. It's just been non-existent. With Judkins, it's going to be a different story. But they just don't have the talent down there after Judkins. They really don't have it. And they're not really committing to the run. But Boone's going to fire this one, overthrows his man. Cruz with the pick. And I'm telling you, he has just been really skittish in the pocket today. That's an easy throw. Clearly overthrows the receiver. And it's a pick. So the drive looking really good for Cleveland just ends in a turnover. And somehow getting through, Leon McGriff off to the races. They're not going to be able to catch him, and McGriff in for the touchdown. How in the world did we just squeeze through there? I'm taking a look at this replay. Take a look at this. Where are we going there? I mean, there's nothing there. But just trust in your blocks, I guess. Something will open, and there is a tiny opening. He gets through. Great block down the field. And man, what a run, touchdown. Leon McGriff could be a guy that we really lean on this year. 24-0 is your score here in week number 1, as that's a setup screen that goes absolutely nowhere. I mean, that was completely red all day. 3rd down and 7 for Cleveland. Boone to throw, and that is a nice throw. Find Jerry Jeudy for the grab, and a big-time first down for Cleveland. They need it big time. Looking and 10. We bring a little bit of a blitz down the field. Oh, man, he had him there. Just overthrows him incomplete. And a 3rd down and 10 for this Cleveland offense. Just a 4-man rush, but Knight, the rookie, is there, forces a bad throw. Even if that throws in the money, the safety is right there to knock it away. So it falls incomplete. This will set up another field goal attempt here. Missed his first one. This one from 54 yards. Kick is up. It is leaning, but it's going to stay in. It's good. And Cleveland is finally on the board. It's 24-3. All right, they get the ball back. He's going to dump this one off underneath. That's a big first down there for Cleveland. They're not out of this game yet. And you're down 21, but if you go down the field, score a touchdown going into the 4th quarter, down 2 scores with some confidence rolling, that's big. There's Boone with another catch, another first down there for Richards. They're getting some first downs, obviously. That's just not going to work out at all. Not going to work out at all. It's just they can't consistently stay with drives. They seem to make mistakes here with this offense, and you do have some weapons. Boone looking, fires this one underneath. That's going to be incomplete, and more than likely that will be a punt. Like that throw, if he allows Bernard to get a little bit more clear, you have more of an open spot where possibly you could have something there. Let's look at this. We almost had an offensive lineman recover a fumble and run it for a touchdown. Wow, is that Carnegie? But Juan Rich gets absolutely blasted by Grant Delpit, but Carnegie picks up the fumble. He just doesn't have the gas to go down the field. But that's a play that is crazy to see. So we're going to go underneath McMillan. McMillan now gets all the way down to the 4-yard line. And if we put in a touchdown here, we could probably close this one out for sure. But, and they're not covering him on the outside. Again, what are you guys doing? 2 touchdowns for McMillan. Both of them just uncovered. I don't understand the Cleveland defense there. What is that? You just gave us 2 touchdowns in this game. It's just I just don't understand. The running game you can see for Cleveland has just been non-existent. So now they're going to go empty here on 3rd down and 9, just trying to get something out of it. And man, he just misses his receiver. Just not in rhythm. It's just a little off. So they got to go for this, obviously. 4th down and 9 for this Cleveland offense, which has been just, I would say our defense has been good, but I would say they've been just bad. As Riley Moss with really good coverage there on Jerry Jeudy knocks it away, incomplete. Probably could take out starters, honestly, up 31-3. But we'll give this to McGriff, who gets to the edge. McGriff with the speed. And he gets all the way down to the 3-yard line. Leon McGriff, 182 on the ground today. Man, he looks good. Give this to Juan Rich to clean it up. In for the touchdown. And that's going to be a 38-3 beatdown of the Cleveland Browns. I know you're probably saying, here we go again. I'm gonna definitely change up some sliders. I will admit that. I didn't think this game would be that bad though. Cleveland seems to be a better team. They just were off. Bernie Boone, the throws he was making, some of the stuff was I've seen bad quarterback playing obviously in this game, but I'm telling you, I know I cut out a lot of plays. When I was playing this game on defense, he just was so skittish in the pocket. It was crazy to see. I've never seen a quarterback in this game just with so much happy feet. It was insane. So that's why he just couldn't get set. His throws are all flying. Just really made bad decisions. So, I give credit to our defense, but I think that was just bad offensive play by Cleveland. I think Junkins out just made a massive difference. But McGriff gets the player of the week, and that'll do it. That'll do it for this episode. We're now the Carolina Panthers. Next time, I think we'll get more into the middle of the way of the season, get through, but it's Carolina now. Can we take this team to a Super Bowl? Carolina's never won a Super Bowl, so can we get the job done? Tell me what you think of this down below. I hope you guys still will watch, have fun. We're going to definitely try to have some fun with this as well. But that's going to do it for this one. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.